Amid India-Canada diplomatic showdown, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's big admission that his government had not provided quote-unquote hard evidentiary proof accusing India of being involved in the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar is a big vindication for India, confirming its stand. The Ministry of External Affairs has now held Trudeau's cavalier behaviour responsible for damaging India-Canada relations. Justin Trudeau's testimony comes amid heightened diplomatic tensions between India and Canada, which escalated following its acquisitions in 2023. Speaking during a public inquiry into alleged foreign interference in Canada's federal electoral processes and democratic institutions, Mr. Justin Trudeau revealed that his claims about India's alleged involvement were based on intelligence rather than any conclusive, solid evidence.
We chose to continue to work behind the scenes to try and get India to cooperate with us. Their asks of us was, well, how much do you know? Give us the evidence you have on this. And our response was, well, it's within your security agencies. You should be looking into how much they know. You should be engaging. It's, oh, no, tell us what you know. Show us the evidence. And at that point, it was primarily intelligence, not hard evidentiary proof. So we said, well, let's work together and look into your security services and maybe we can get that done. No, we're not doing that.
Opposition leaders have slammed Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's hypocrisy over his big admission that his government did not have proof but only intelligence inputs against India on the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar, further escalating the ongoing diplomatic row between the two nations. New Delhi has maintained that Canada hasn't provided any evidence proving India's involvement.
Serious charges have been leveled against us, but so far, as we said in a press release a few days back, and it was reiterated yet again yesterday or today morning, earlier hours this morning, so far Canada has not given any evidence in support of the very serious allegations that they've leveled against India and against Indian diplomats.
Well, Trudeau's shock admission indeed is a huge setback and embarrassment for him, who is already facing growing revolt within his own party. The Canadian Prime Minister finds himself under growing pressure from within his own Liberal Party to step down. The political unrest comes at a critical time, with his own MPs questioning Trudeau's leadership. Following the recent tension and escalation with India, Liberal MP Sean Casey has taken a very bold step, publicly calling for Trudeau's resignation. Casey said, and I quote, "The message that I've been getting loud and clear and more strongly as time goes by is that it is time for Trudeau to go, and I agree." Well, Casey's public call for Trudeau to step down comes amid growing distrust within his own Liberal Party, including electoral setbacks, internal pressure and public discontent. Liberal MPs' frustrations have been compounded by the dismal by-election results in key areas like Montreal and Toronto. India has maintained that the Trudeau government has been targeting India only to serve his own political interests. His party recently lost the by-election in Montreal, which was a safe seat. Seen together with the defeat in Toronto, another Liberal Party fortress, in June, and his plunging approval ratings, things have been looking rather tough for Trudeau ahead of the 2025 elections. Trudeau's approval ratings has dropped significantly from 63% at the start of his tenure to around 28 to 33%. Rising costs of living and housing crisis has only led to widespread dissatisfaction for Trudeau, causing concerns among Liberal Party members about their chances in the next election. Key figures in the party have already resigned, with signals internal dissent. Justin Trudeau's personal disconnect with voters, highlighted by a viral confrontation along with a 67% disapproval rating, has further shaken the confidence within his party. And tensions between India and Canada had already heightened after Trudeau alleged last year about a potential involvement of Indian agents in the killing of Khalistan separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a Canadian citizen. New Delhi has outrightly rejected Trudeau's allegations as being absurd. New Delhi, in fact, went on to firmly reject these preposterous imputations, attributing them to what New Delhi says, and I quote, political agenda from the Trudeau government aimed at serving its narrow political interests. Recent events in Canadian politics and Trudeau's downwards political trajectory perhaps explain why India thinks so. Well, for now, there is no let-up in tensions between the two nations, with neither willing to back down or de-escalate the situation, and New Delhi standing its ground, vehemently denying Canada's allegations, accusing the Canadian Prime Minister of being hostile to India.